If you're watching this video, I can guarantee that God led you to this video for whatever reason for what I'm about to say to you. I want to share my experience in reference to me believing that I was flawed because of how I was handling things in my business, just different things that I was doing that made me question my abilities. And this is probably what you're dealing with as well. And I'm here to tell you today that you are not flawed. And that ain't nobody but the enemy putting that in your head to make you believe that there is something wrong with you, when in reality, there's nothing wrong with you. And I want to discuss that today, because if you're feeling like you're a fraud, if you're dealing with imposter syndrome, if you're just dealing with the fact that you feel that something is wrong with you, like you feel like you keep misfiring, no matter what journey you try, what business venture you try, whatever it is, for some reason, you don't see the results that you see other people pursuing the same exact thing seeing in those business journeys or business ventures or whatever. This video is for you. When I first became an entrepreneur, I knew instantly that I was a creative. Like, I love creating new things. I love designing new things and trying out new ideas, and just I would call myself a visionary. But eventually I began to think that this was a curse, because one thing that you will hear in business all the time is you need to stick to one thing. You need to focus on one thing and perfect your craft in that one thing. And for some reason, I could not do that. I could not stick to one thing, and I was constantly trying something new. I had the shiny object syndrome, as some people call it now, where I would be pursuing one thing and then this over here looks good, and then now I'm over here pursuing that, and nothing was working for me. I'm gonna just tell you right now, nothing was working. And the reason why nothing was working was, for one, because I was stretching myself too thin, and two, because I was not operating in the area that I was supposed to be operating in. And one thing that I always found myself kind of pedaling back to was staying in the creation process. So you have no idea how many courses I've created, digital products I created, planners, just all kind of things that have never seen the light of day, because I was always in the process of starting something new, trying something new. Even business, I've had multiple businesses, and I love the starting phase of it. You know, getting the website together, getting the business cards, designing the cover for this, and, you know, putting these systems in place. And that was like my comfort zone. Canva was also my comfort zone. And eventually I'm like, girl, when you gonna execute on these things? Like, you got these pretty creations together and you're not pushing them, you're not marketing them, you're not doing anything. And I kept finding myself pivoting back to what brought me comfort, and that was creating stuff. And I started feeling like something was wrong with me, because I'm like, why aren't you implementing stuff? Why are you always going back to what's comforting to you? Why are you always going back to this part of your business? And I couldn't figure it out. And I started feeling like I was going to be the whole root of why I was not successful, because I was not seeing anything through. I was only creating stuff and then starting over. And eventually I started realizing, when I would talk to other people and I would be telling them how I set up this system for this and I created this for that, and they would be blown away. Like, did you go to college for this? Like, were you a project manager? Like, you would do really, really good in that field, because it didn't come naturally to other people the way I thought it was. I thought that my process and my systems and how I put things together, I always thought that, oh, everybody know how to do this. Everybody knows how to create a to-do list for their new project and put these things in order, and the whole process of things that I was doing, I just thought it came naturally to other people. Until I started talking to other people, and they was like, girl, how did you do that? You know how long it would take me to do something like that? And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because the very thing that I thought was my flaw, me being stuck in a creation process, me being stuck in creating systems and setting up all these different things behind the scenes, that was actually my natural gift that God gave me, that I was running from or feeling bad that I had, that is really the thing that's going to help take me to the next level. And I feel that if you're dealing with this as well, every business owner has a comfort task, whether it's admin work, designing stuff in Canva, creating videos, marketing, maybe just posting, content to market your business. We all have that comforting task that we circle back to whenever we are procrastinating on doing something else. And what if I told you that that may be your gift that God gave you, that you keep running from, that you feel that everyone else knows how to do, when in reality it's actually challenging for them to do that very thing. So I want to encourage you to really dig deeper into why you have allowed the enemy to make the very thing that's going to take you to that next level, why you have allowed him to make you feel that it is a curse. Because he convinced me that it was a curse for me. Like, you're never going to be successful. You're going to always be running in circles in your business. You're going to always be struggling to do this. You're never going to execute. You're going to create all these different things and no one's going to care. Like, all the negative stuff that was going in my head, I'm sure you probably have some negative thoughts that are circling in your head that are making you believe that you're not fully equipped to step into what it is that God has called you to do, or feel fully equipped to run the business the way that you want to run it and make the amount of money that you want to make. I want you to start stepping into what your natural gift is, the thing that you keep naturally circling back to that brings you the most joy. I love creating to-do lists and organizing stuff and designing stuff in Canva. That's why I'm doing my planner business again, because I love the creation process. So what does that look like for you? If you've made it this far in the video, I want you to tell me, what is your comfort task in your business? Is it creating videos? Is it editing videos? Is it creating the thumbnail? Is it making sales, getting on sales calls? Is it going live? Like, what is your thing? The one thing that you're like, if I don't do nothing else in my business, this brings me joy. Is it speaking? Is it doing speaking engagements, hosting classes, doing your podcast? Figure out what that thing is and leave it in the comment section below, because I guarantee you, when you figure out what the natural gift is that comes easy to you, that is hard for other people to do, you will begin to start stepping into that intentionally and cultivating what that is and utilizing that in your business to help you make money. I hope that this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.